Sadly, the weather forecast was spot on for the start of the second day of competition. The opening stage had changed with the weather from a fast sandy track to a compacted slippery surface to challenge even the best. Still, Nathan Quinn banked first points with a 2.9 second lead over Tristan Carrigan. Brendan Reeves was third away from the start, but would only make it 3 kilometres into the first stage.
The steering broke on us in that first stage this morning, stage 4, so that was a real shame, but it was a scary ride because we went off the road because had no steering at all and through a gutter, but the gutter pushed us back onto the road luckily, otherwise we were going into the trees. So yeah, we both needed a fresh pair of jocks, but it's fixable. It bent the control arm when we went through the gutter. So that's why we just couldn't drive it back out. There's ruts out there probably 6 inches deep in spots for the guys down near the back of the field, so it's going to be really, really tough for everyone.
So Andrew Travis inherited Reeves' third place and didn't waste the opportunity. Still, he trailed Carrigan by 6 seconds through the stage. Brian Van Eck opened his account for the day with 6th fastest time after a slower start yesterday. The effects of weather were starting to show. SS5 cancelled, a rising forward forcing organisers' hands. That meant an extended first service before teams headed to the start of the longest stage of the rally, SS6 Kilfoyles. 70 kilometres of pristine forest roads, perfect rally roads on a fine day. Except today wasn't. Ironically, the 3 invitational four-wheel drives up front relished the mud, highlighting the obvious advantage of four-wheel drive.
Yeah, look, I love the 70k stages, so yeah, I could have kept going. It was pretty consistent through there. A couple little wet clay areas. We had one little off in there, so yeah, sort of got me attention and concentrated for the rest of it.
It's about getting out there in the forest and giving the car a run and trying to keep up with Glenn, which is proving a little bit difficult. But I've been looking at his brake marks and then trying to be brave enough to go as far as he is into the corners, which I'm still about 50 metres off each corner, I reckon.
Yeah, we've got to try and beat that GDIR and keep that distance behind us. But I think he's got the jump on us, so it's going to be hard work.
If the longest stage of the event was going to be a test in the dry, then in the wet it was just testing. Road surface was unpredictable, with drivers struggling to read the road ahead. For our rally leader, Nathan Quinn, that was the least of his worries.
I think she's gone, yeah.
It was a bit of a voodoo that stage. We, about 10k in, it's probably 5k in, I said to Greenie, we must have a flat, so we just drove on it till it went completely. We changed that, probably parked in the wrong spot, so had to move it. And then it was all right for the rest of the stage, but we just had a shitty tyre in there, a hard compound, so we weren't able to make a dent on anything. And then just after we turned out right at the end, with about 15k to go, lost the brakes. So yeah, it definitely hasn't been great. But yeah. Should be easy, right? 2 seconds a K is all we've got to win every stage by, and we should be able to win it.
Tristan Carrigan was a surprise new rally leader.
There's no marks off the road. I think he just got very, very unlucky. There's no evidence that he's run wide and hit anything, or he just hit a sharp rock. He's got very, very unlucky, I'd say.
But the driver of the car on the road following Carrigan was equally surprised.
Best thing is following his lines. It's just amazing on entry. He's way off into the bushes and then comes in nice and tight, and it must be a pretty thing to watch from the outside, all those spectators. but amazing. It must be, mid-corner speed must be huge. Be a wild ride and a good video.
We've got to stick the nose in the corner as much as we can, otherwise the arse hangs out.
It's a different drive, isn't it?
It's a little bit different, yeah, but gets the job done.
With Reeves sidelined, it would be up to Travis to keep Carrigan honest.
There's a long way to go in every stage. Before Brendo went out this morning and Quinny's lost time, so every stage things change, and hopefully we keep our nose clean and keep it on the island.
We thought we were reading the road beautiful through some tight stuff with trees, and saw a guy videoing standing up on a stump, and couldn't work out why he was there, but I knew why he was there because just over a blind little crest was a wall. We weren't the first ones over it. Everyone had had a crack before us, and I don't know how we got out of it, to be honest, because I can't wait to look at the in-cars. How we drove away from it, I do not know.
Our fastest Kiwi, Dean Buist, wasn't fast enough to maintain 6th outright.
Oh, it was pretty tricky. I mean, it was actually, if it was dry, it would be an amazing stage. It's just the changeable grip that you just don't know where it is and when it is. And because it's blind, coming over crests and, what's it going to do, you just, but not so keen.
An interesting comment from a man who loves driving without pace notes. The second Magna wasn't matching the pace of Tristan Corrigan's.
Rain and Victorian Forest isn't my specialty, especially in this big heavy thing. It really wasn't easy. They had pretty worn tyres on the back too, but we just sort of set a goal to make it to the end and try and keep up with where we could.
And we caught the Magna for a bit, so that was quite fun watching that. That's a handful. I like front wheel drive, but I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I love the long stages, but mentally pretty tiring. Just have to be so aware that endless change of surfaces and easy to get caught out. There was plenty of times where we weren't in the middle of the road where I wanted to be. You're in the middle of the road in top gear, and then all of a sudden you've got two wheels up on the side of the road and you're mowing down little trees.
Seemed to have an issue with spectator points this weekend. Sucked into the right for a left-hander there and just kind of nerfed the right rear wheel.
Ed Odinsky's factory Commodore was likely the most suited to this longest stage. A fact not lost on its new owner, Chris Carney.
Well, this amazing car has a lot of history behind it. It was the car that won the Round Australia trial at the head of Ed Odinsky in 1995. So it's a Holden factory car, which was in the Holden Museum up until I bought it. So I get to play games and say I'm one owner and driven to church sideways on Sunday.
From the longest stage to the longest distance travelled to get here, that prize goes to Julian Wright.
Julian, you've come from Western Australia for this event.
Sure have, yeah. Big long journey. It's taken us a while to get here. This will be our second Alpine. We did come over in 2017, which we did enjoy, but it was very wet back then. We started at the back of the field in car 80 and we finished 14th in the day. So we thought, okay, we're not too bad at this Alpine stuff. Let's come back and have another go.
Unfortunately for Julian and the rest of the 89 cars, he wouldn't get another go. Not today, anyway. The rains kept coming and the roads got more slippery. Eventually, organisers cancelled the remainder of the second day of competition. Still, the rain didn't keep spectators away and Braden Kendrick didn't fail to disappoint. His repaired V8 Commodore had him back in the game doing what he does best.
Yeah, always entertainment when you're driving a V8 Commodore. There's always plenty of squeal moments from the co-driver, and but yeah, it's all fun. So bit of a shame the rest of the day's canned, but we got tomorrow. So yeah.